Hey everybody, happy MLK Day. I am at the park with my kids and I am just going to share a few quick thoughts while they're playing. I was looking up some research this morning as I was putting together, I posted it a few minutes ago, some fat fighting foods or metabolism boosters and foods that are suppressing appetite. And whenever I develop things like that, I don't want to give you guys something that is not backed by research. And in my entire career, I worked at a place where it was really important to us to have evidence-based guidelines to follow. And I still follow that when I recommend anything to people. It really needs to be evidence-based. And that means that it's backed by some solid research. And then that got me to thinking, as I was kind of siphoning through the internet and finding things, that a lot of the internet resources and the blogs were saying that certain foods were known to boost metabolisms and they were known to suppress appetite because of maybe this one study found it, or that's research, article cited it, or, this study did that. And when I looked up those articles and that research, it was really not something that I felt comfortable telling somebody based off of that research that food actually suppressed your appetite, or that food actually increased your metabolism. So I wanted to give you a few tips on when you're looking at something, why you might trust that research or not. So the first thing is if the study's done on animals and there's no studies out there that was ever done on actual people, then you really don't want to take it that seriously, because our bodies are not the same as rats or mice. So if there's nothing, if it's only been done on animals, then you really can't say for sure that is going to be true for humans. The other thing is if there's only been a few studies done on a very small number of people, then again, you can't say that, this is groundbreaking, that we can say that this really is, there's a lot of evidence to back up what we're saying. If it's only been done on maybe a sample of 10 people, ideally you're going to look for something that's been on thousands of people, tens of thousands even. I mean, that's really where you're looking at groundbreaking, without a shadow of a doubt. This is hard evidence-based. Now, I'll be honest, the material I put together this morning, there wasn't anything with thousands of people, but they were all done. They did show evidence on people. For example, one of the things that I put in there was tomatoes increase your metabolism by 400 calories per day. And that was done on a study of 95 women. Now, in my clinical judgment and my background, I would say that if 95 women had an average of a 400 calorie increase in their resting metabolic rate just by consuming tomato juice daily and with no other change in their diet, I could probably say that that's pretty good evidence. So now if you gave rats tomato juice and they had an increase in their metabolism, that's a different story. I can't really say that it would have the same effect on adults or humans. So that's what I'm talking about. And then the other thing is, how was the study carried out? So was the study done by a convenience sample? Was it done by double-blind placebo? Was it a randomized control study? And these are things that the general public may not know about if you're not really, if you don't really know about research. And this is something that especially companies really take advantage of. They might not tell you the whole story of the research, and they'll just give you little bits and pieces that sound good to their benefit so that you can buy their product. So we see a lot of this in the food industry when it centers around weight loss and health claims, because they want you to buy their product. So a good example of that is coconut oil. there was a lot of claims that coconut oil increased your metabolism. There are health benefits to coconut oil, so I don't want to say that that it's completely bad for you. But there was some information out there that it increased your metabolism, and that's not necessarily true. The research is just not strong enough to be saying that yet. So that's just an example, but some people will be eating it to say that they're going to lose weight, and that's not necessarily true. So just some examples out there, just to give you an idea. So basically what I'm saying is, when you see some new health claims that come out about food, another one I saw was chocolate was good for your metabolism. It's not true. The evidence isn't supportive of that. Take it with a grain of salt, and ask somebody who understands research.
Healthy for you.
Even my 7-year-old knows. Ask somebody who understands research before you just go start adding that food to your diet, or better yet, understand it yourself. Understand the designs of this study, and look for some key factors. Were these studies designed well? Was there a placebo? Were there control groups? Control groups are really key and important. And were they randomized? These things are also very important. And what kind of factors and exclusions and criteria did they have to determine who the participants were? Things like that. Just depends on the study, though. So hopefully that's helpful, and take advantage of what I put up earlier a few minutes ago. Those are some of the top metabolism boosting foods and appetite suppressing foods that I found. They're just normal everyday foods that you can get access to today at your normal grocery store. And if anything, it doesn't help to at least try them and see what happens. And if you have success, I would love to hear about it. So get access to that immediately in your email and let me know what you think. All right, talk to you guys later.